guys, it's Dana, and I'm vlogging today to give you the update on the fact that I have a job! I got a job! Yay! Job! Thank God. Anyway, most of you already know this because I did put it on Facebook a couple days ago because, you know, I got the job offer, was it last Thursday? Maybe the Thursday, but I got the job offer the Thursday before last. And then I got the all-important phone call about the job last Monday. And so I was finally able to put it on Facebook officially that I had the job, because teaching interviews, they're kind of weird. Like, I was offered the job by the principal and I said yes. And then he sent like my references and my background check to his HR department, who then checked me and then called me to set up the next step. So after they called me, I knew that my background check and references had gone through, and so I could pretty much not guarantee, but I could pretty much say that I had the job, yeah. And so, but then the next step, I'm not even all the way approved yet, well, basically, but the next step is on the 14th, the Robeson County School Board has a meeting, and they get my 3 written references and the recommendation for the principal and my background check and all that stuff, and then they finally approve me. But I've pretty much been approved anyway, so yeah. Because I went to Robeson County HR and got all my paperwork and took my drug test and all that stuff, and so yeah, I start orientation on the 14th. Now, the story about how I got this job is kind of funny. I mean, to me it is, because it was so atypical. So I was driving to another interview, and I got a phone call, and I pick it up, and it's principal to a school that I didn't apply to, and I was like, And basically, I had applied to another school in his district, but he'd called me because he needed an English teacher, and his HR director had sent him my information. And so this guy, out of the blue, decides, yes, I want to contact her and call her and see if she wants a job. So I was like, cool, yeah, no, sure, I'll interview with you. And then I'm driving down to his interview 2 days later after my other interview, and I get a call. It's like 9 o'clock in the morning. It's 3 hours away, so I had to leave super early. And so I'm driving down to this interview like this, driving, and I get another phone call. I pick it up, I'm like, hello, and it's the secretary at the school. And she's like, so, our principal, they have a stand at the farmer's market. Would you mind going to the farmer's market for your interview? And I was like, okay, why not? So I went to the farmer's market for his interview, because it's really cool, because the first Thursday of every August, my school puts together a booth and gives away free school supplies to the kids in the community, which I think is awesome. Which is, check 1 for the school. Like, they already had brownie points before I even talked to them. And so that was cool. And so then he took me to this conference room at the farmer's market and talked to me and just offered me the job on the spot. Like, boom, job. So, 1, he found me out of the blue. 2, I was his first choice. 3, it felt right. Like the way he was describing the school felt really, it felt like a place I wanted to work. It felt really good. And so he offered me the job and I accepted it right on the spot. Boom. Accepted it right on the spot. So yeah. So that's when all the approvals were kicked into motion and stuff like that. So I'm in the middle of the approval process. But basically, like I said, it's already done. I just have to get, that's all pageantry, basically, school board pageantry at this point that has to get done. So I'm really excited to start working at Fairmont High School. This semester I'm teaching English 1 and 2, I think, and then next semester it'll probably be like 2 and 3. I don't think I have seniors this year, but I'm really, really excited to start. I get kids in 17 days. 17 days till I have students. I'm so excited. So yeah, I start orientation next week. Actually, next week I have a lot of things going on. Like Monday I have to go in and work on my benefits packet. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday I have orientation. Oh yeah, also on Monday we need my Wi-Fi set up. So it's a really, really busy week. Also, went to Lumberton on Tuesday and Wednesday to find an apartment. Now, the frustrating thing about apartment shopping in Lumberton. Now, this isn't terribly. It's not a bad thing, but most of the apartment complexes I found in Lumberton were low income. And now, I don't mind that a lot of complexes are low income. I understand that there are people that make less money than me, that need places to live, and I do not want to deny them places to live. But it was very frustrating to have I had a list of about 15 complexes, and I went into the first complex, and the lady was really nice, and she's like, no, sweetheart, you're busted in both my complexes. And I was like, well, can I bring my list in, and can you tell me which ones, are the same way? And she did, and she crossed it, all but 3. And so I was like, oh! So I was really stressed because I was afraid I wasn't going to be able to find a place in time. But then I had gotten a couple of real estate numbers too, and I looked at houses for rent. Now the first apartment I went to from the real estate was it had dead cockroaches in the floor, and I was like, heebie-jeebies, just like heebie-jeebies. Sorry, my dress is broken, as you can see right there. I have to sew the strap back on anyway now. But the first apartment had dead cockroaches in the floor. Ew, gross. Don't want to deal with that. Ew. Because I mean, yes, they're dead, which means they exterminated, but that also means there's live ones somewhere, and I'm not okay with that. And then the second one I went to, I couldn't get the door open, like, because the way that viewing apartments works, at least where I was in Lumberton, was you leave $20 with the rental office, and then you take the key and look at it yourself and bring it back, and then you get your $20 back. So it was weird, but I couldn't get into the second place, and so I took that as a sign from God that I didn't need to live there. So I left, the one realtor, and I went to the next one, and house number 3 was my dream house. Like, it's the best little starter house I could imagine having. Sorry. Basically, it's a 2-bed, 2-bath, with a nice sized kitchen, a sitting room, a screened-in back porch, and a big wide open front porch and a driveway. And I have a backyard and a front yard. What else do I need? I mean, it sounds like way more house than one person needs. But I mean, at the same time, like, it was the right price, it was the right time, and I walked in and immediately I was like, oh my gosh. I was like seeing, like, I looked to the left and I was like, this room is the sitting room. And I looked to the right and I was like, oh, there's my office. And then I walked back and I was like, oh, that's my bedroom. Like, it was like I wasn't even in the house for 5 seconds before I was like, yes, I want it. It will be mine. It has to be mine. And it is mine. At least for the year. I'm so excited. So yeah, no, there are pictures on Facebook and stuff. I might throw 1 or 2 up at the end of the video or right here or whatever. You'll see. Anyway, yeah, no, so it's adorable. So I am moving tomorrow morning, which means tonight is my last night at Hickory, which is kind of sad and sentimental and, kind of nice, again, because I love Hickory. Don't get me wrong, I do love Hickory, but I also love moving. I don't like packing, I don't like driving, but I love new places. And so, this whole Lumberton, I mean, it's a small kind of hick-esque town, but I mean, it's real cute. I live like 3 blocks away from well, not 3 blocks, but like probably about half a mile away from City Hall, and it's just cute. And so I'm really, really excited to move to Lumberton. I mean, I get to, get to teach, and that's the most important thing right now is I do get to teach, and that's basically, I left Ireland, I abandoned my visa early so I could come home and get a job and pursue this career that I adore. And now I get to do it, and I am so super excited. So very, 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 very super excited, And so yeah. Moving tomorrow, so I've got all my stuff, like I've already got my utilities turned on, I've already got my keys, I've got everything I need, and then my Wi-Fi gets turned in on Monday, like I said. But then, just life starts, and I'm so excited, because I felt like this whole kind of since I've been home, and like kind of, but even before my thesis was in, like, I felt like the last couple months were really a transition period. Like, as soon as I decided when I was flying home, my brain went from just thinking about my thesis to thinking about my thesis and getting a job and getting a new place and this and that. And so I felt like I was kind of stuck in a transition period. And tomorrow, sorry, breathed wrong. Tomorrow, the transition period officially ends. And I've been calling it my big girl life, pull up your big girl pants. No, this is my big girl life. But I mean, I get to start again. And it's a new beginning, and it's an exciting beginning, and it's everything I want with this year, It's just, I'm doing the best with what I have, and I couldn't be more excited. Could not be more excited. And thank you guys for all your support while I was looking for jobs and while I was, constantly complaining about not having a job and, stuff like that. I really, really appreciate all your support and all your help, especially those of you who emailed me with job opportunities that I eventually applied for. But no, I'm just so excited. I feel like this job is fate, and that I need to be here, and that this is what I need to be doing. And I mean, I'm just over the moon to start. I just can't wait. So yeah, I have like a minute left before it cuts me off, but I'd like to give a huge shout out and thanks to Shelly Fear. Right now, I'm sitting in Shelly Fear's apartment. I've been living in Shelly Fear's apartment in Hickory since the 17th of July. Well, no, it's not since the 21st of July. I've been living in Shelly Fear's apartment. And without her, I would have had to stay in Pittsburgh. It would have been so much harder to do it would have been so much harder to get a job down here. And so really, thank you, Shelly Fear. You're amazing. You're wonderful. She's just a great person, guys. Like, all in all, great person. You can send her flowers and money and chocolates and gifts, I can give you her address, she's a glorious person, and know that. So excited about Big Girl Life, excited about the move, excited about teaching. Woo! Just excited. Anyway, I love you guys. Bye!